What's up, guys? M.V.K here, coming to you again. How's everybody doing? Back again to deliver triple play for you as I did last time for Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Bittersweet as always, as I will. If you want to stay ahead of what they're airing on Disney XD, I will leave the link as well where you can watch the episodes. So the first episode I'm going to talk about is episode 38, entitled The Secret Invasion. This is pretty much where it began. Now, this episode doesn't air till next week, but it aired already in Australia in June of the 5th of June. So here it is. Okay, basically, the Skrulls have invaded the entire planet. Basically, guys, they have set their plan into motion. Everybody that was a key member in any kind of organization that was a Skrull has activated basically a fail-safe plan. Queen Varanki is basically gloating all over the fact that she's outdone Nick Fury and everything like that, when all of a sudden Maria Hill comes in and pretty much saves the day. They fix Iron Man, they reset his heart and everything like that, and pretty much Cap and the gang arrive back on Washington, back on Earth. Hawkeye, once again, I'm sorry if I'm going really fast. I'm not going to really it's better to watch it than me just talking about it. That's why I'm leaving the links. Okay, so pretty much Hawkeye, Wasp, and Ms. Marvel are in Washington. They're battling a group of Super Skrulls, and they're handling themselves pretty well for what they can do. That's when Cap and them arrives, and pretty much even then, the team gets overwhelmed, and that's when Queen Varanki basically has people film the Skrull Captain America come out and talk about basically surrender to the Skrulls, everything like that, just how they kind of planned it. See, because remember from the last episode, Infiltration, they saw that Cap brought villains and good guys together for a common cause. So basically saying that everybody will listen to Captain America. Bottom line, that's where we figure out basically that's where the team figures out that the Skrull among them was Captain America. And lo and behold, that's when Cap comes along with some of the people, Mockingbird and everybody like that, Visible Woman, everybody who was on board the ship when they left in the last episode. Basically after that, a battle deters again, and all of a sudden that's when the rest of Iron Man and everybody gets there, and there's a big battle that goes on. Lo and behold, who comes back? The God of Thunder himself comes back and pretty much lays waste to the Armada, pretty much, and he's like, "Oh, Iron Man, it's a good thing I returned back to Midgard when I did." And Iron Man's like, "Yeah, it's good to have you back, Thor." And a battle goes on between that. Once again, episode was just really good. My favorite scene of there is the fight between the Skrull Cap and Captain America. Now you got to remember, Cap doesn't have his shield, and he's fighting the Skrull, and the Skrull is like, "Yeah, I got you beat. I know your moves. I know everything about." And the way they wrote this dialogue for Cap really summed up. You were reading Cap from the comics. He was like, "There's more to us just our body and our face. There's our spirit," and he's just, we never give up, and he's just pounding this Skrull later on, and Thor just literally takes out the rest of the Skrulls. But even before that, Queen Varanki set in motion another plan that they were going to use the satellites against the people of Earth, and Thor was able to take them out. But lo and behold, the Skrulls were vanquished. They were incarcerated. Everybody was back to normal. But still, the one last scene was something that Thor said that really made sense too. The Skrulls impersonated you. Broken trusts, broken friendships. Those would take more to, basically to heal because of what happened. The Skrulls were so eager, so easily, they eagerly basically took made their friendships come apart because of them. So it's going to take time in a way. And that was pretty much it from that episode. But yeah, episode 8, excuse me, The Secret Invasion, very good episode. I really enjoyed it. Once again, you're gonna hear me say this a lot, guys. Bittersweet because the show is getting canceled, and just it pisses me off. But um, good episode nonetheless. You guys tell me what you thought about this episode, and on to the next. All right, you guys. So on to the next episode, and this episode really had a big special place in my heart, guys. This is episode 39 or episode 13 for season 2, entitled "Yes, Along Came a Spider." So we all knew who was gonna show up in this episode, and this episode really touched on some good things as well. It was really good to have Spidey in this episode because it made sense. Now, this episode was pretty much written by Christopher Yost. So pretty much this is where it picks up right after episode 38, where Cap's trust has been broken. He's trying to earn back everybody's trust because of what happened, and you got you had Tony go to J. Jonah Jameson, voiced by J.K. Simmons, basically telling him that everybody knows that was a Skrull. The Captain America Cap was not there, and JJ was like, "Oh well, we don't know that," and you got Robbie there, and you got Betty Brant, and so basically there's like, "Look, give us an interview with Captain America and everything like that, and we'll get a photographer with you. He's cool." Now, Drake Bell does the voice, but here's where I want to make something perfectly clear. The original voice was Josh Keaton. He voiced the role, but then they redubbed it with Drake Bell. Now I'm a little disappointed in that. That was a little bit low, and from what I heard, Josh Keaton didn't even know anything about it. So that's pretty fucked up, basically. But this episode was really good. Captain America teams up with Spider-Man while they're transporting Madam Viper, and the Serpent Society comes in to free her and everything like that. And Cap, along with some citizens, Quartermain and Spider-Man, everybody are underground in a subway tunnel, basically fighting for their lives and keeping Viper from things like that. It was really good, very well done. I really enjoyed Drake Bell in this episode more as Spider-Man, and then he's on Ultimate Spider-Man because he really came on pretty better in this episode. Cap really talked to, while some of the citizens were like, how can we trust you, Cap? You told us to give up and everything like that. Here's Spider-Man saying, what are you talking about? This guy just saved your life. And here's typical Cap, which you gotta love about him. He's like the newspapers, everybody let them say what they want. I know who I am. And Cap even tells Spider-Man, I heard about you. I know about you. I talked to the police, the firefighters, everybody like that who you saved, and they know the real deal about you. You shouldn't let what newspapers and stuff say anything about you. That was just typical great dialogue from Cap to Spidey that really made sense. Spidey and Cap really did their thing. Now you got to remember, Cap is using his old shield while fighting the Serpent Society, so he's still good, but that shield is not as good as his original his circular shield. So, but it was still really good. While the other Avengers are trying to dig Cap and Spidey out, things like that. Spidey and Cap really had to deal with the Serpent Society. They really did a good job. The citizens even stepped up to help out and things like that. This really had a good focus, a good mesh of Spidey and Cap. It wasn't just this is Spidey guest starring on the Avengers. It really was a good mesh to me, and it really made sense, especially when Spidey had to hold up the subway tunnel from collapsing on them. Here he is showing his super strength. He's holding it up, and at first he's like, it's too strong, it's too much, Cap. I can't hold it up even with my strength. And here's Cap just basically deliberately coaching, Spidey on like, yes, you can do it, son. It's always good to hear Cap say son, but you could do it. And he's holding it up. And after they finish off the Serpent Society, the rest of the Avengers come in, and Cap says, you did it, and he's like, yeah, I did. Okay, I'm gonna take a nap now. He just passes out, and then there's a great scene between Cap and Spidey on top of a building. I'm not sure. I forget what building, and basically they shake hands and everything like that, and Spidey swings away. Very good episode. It was good to see Spidey guest star on a show outside of any of his shows, because for all you guys that don't notice, Marvel owns Spidey in terms of TV wise. He can be on anybody's show and everything like that. It's only the movies he can't be in. But other than that, this is a really good episode. Along Came the Spider. You guys tell me what you thought about this episode, and I will be moving on to the next. Okay, guys. So the next episode for today, like I said, I'll do 3 all the time till the end. This episode, this was episode 40, entitled "Behold the Vision." So you know who made his appearance finally. The Vision, yes. Bottom line, basically, let's get right into it. All over secret bases like Weapon X and everything like that, precious metals were being stolen. And a mysterious figure has been involved in it. We all know who we're talking about here. And lo and behold, we found that Ultron has created the Vision, as we all know he did, and basically has been sending Vision all over to get these precious metal to create his all-new body. Lo and behold, Cap, Thor, and Hawkeye have traveled to Wakanda, basically, for Wakanda basic suits so they can repair Cap's shield. Wakandan scientists figure out they can do it, and they pretty much do. Hawkeye still have a little bit of a trouble. There's still some animosity between Hawkeye and Black Panther for, Panther leaving the group and everything like that. Lo and behold, Vision goes after, looks for, Captain America's shield. The vibranium in the shield will help make, basically, Ultron even more powerful and nearly indestructible than he already is. So he travels to the Avengers mansion and deals with Janet and Jane Porter are there watching movies or so, and he attacks them. Now, straight from the get-go, we start to see that maybe the Vision is not all he's meant to be. He's contemplating, why is he doing this? Why is his master sending him all around doing these things? But he does. He goes to Wakanda. There's a big fight between everybody there. It was really fun. Vision just holding his own. Pretty much, let's put it like this. Vision was making a lot of the Avengers look like jobbers. His phasing abilities and everything like that. He really shined in this episode. They really did a very good job with Vision. He came off really mysterious, kind of creepy at times, like, no emotion. He's trying to contemplate, like, what the hell? What's going on? I need your shield, Captain America. Yeah, things like that. It was really fun. Man, this was just really good. Once again, bittersweet, guys. Bittersweet, but it was still good. Very good showing. I don't want to spoil this too much. This was just a really good episode because Vision is one of my favorite Avengers, and it was really good to see him make his animated debut in this series. Very good, very intense, very emotional, in my opinion. One of my favorite is at the end when Vision leaves, or pretty much gets defeated, so to speak, is when Hawkeye tries to take out Black Panther, because they were in like the circle where you fight to become king of Wakanda, and Black Panther just grabs him again. He's like, okay, I give up. You can stay king. I thought that was really funny. But they finished Captain America's shield pretty much, so his shield is all back to normal. It has something to do with they went really depth into how they were able to do it. Talking about Teddy Roosevelt. T'Chaka gave Teddy Roosevelt all this. I was like, wow, okay, that was really interesting. But very good episode. I loved it. Sorry I didn't talk too much because this was really good. I don't want to spoil too much for you guys. But other than that, you guys tell me what you thought about these 3 episodes. And as well, the link will be in the description. So if you want to watch them, there you go. But other than that, this is Mom Vernon Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real, guys. As always, I will see you next time with the next 3 recap / reviews. And y'all take care.